Good evening, APGov, and welcome to the Channel 4 News. I'm your host, Layla Burgundy.
And I'm Britt Glick.
Now let's hand it over to our fellow news reporter, Ingrid Fantana, with your daily news in Congress.
Hello, this is Ingrid Fantana with your daily Congress news. Congress recently passed Bill 52, which targets owners of neglected, trash-ridden properties. The process of the bill starts with a complaint. Then the city will investigate, and if there is a threat to public health and safety to the surrounding neighborhood, the city can move in and clean up the mess. So, clean up your mess, APGov.
Thanks for that tip, Ingrid. Now let's join Brick at, where?
Thanks, Layla. I'm here, Supreme Court Justice Pfeiffer's car, in front of the White House. Okay. Supreme Court Justice Pfeiffer disclosed that his daughter is a lesbian. He continued to say that he neither opposes nor supports gay marriage, but that he believes state laws should be changed to legalize the rights of gay partners, their children, and extended families. Get out, me car! Back to you, Leslie Kahn!
This is Leslie Kahn with Foreign Policy News. Last Saturday, President Obama decided to visit the G20 summit. There, he planned to make an alliance with Australia, Japan, and the United States to protect the Asia Pacific. This was the centerpiece of his foreign policy, after all, and he wanted to strengthen his relationships with China. And now it's Cloud Corningstone with midterm elections.
Thanks, Leslie. South Carolina's Tim Scott became the first African American in the South to win as senator and take office since the Reconstruction. Many noted the historical significance of the win. The 49-year-old man is also the only African American to have held a position in the House and the Senate. Scott posted regularly to his Twitter and thanked all of his followers. Back to you, Layla.
Thanks, Cloud. Recently in presidential news, President Barack Obama visited the Republic of the Union of Myanmar and received an endorsement for his commitment of the country's democratization from revered opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi. He was enthusiastically greeted by young people in a town hall in Yangon. Here's a clip in case you missed it.
When I took office nearly 6 years ago, I said the United States would extend our hand to any nation willing to unclench its fist. And here, after decades of authoritarian rule, we've begun to see significant progress in just a few years. There's more of a sense of hope in Myanmar that was once so closed to the world about the role that it can now play in the region and in
Now here's a story that hits a little bit closer to home. Here's Ingrid with information on a new environmental policy taking place here in the States.
Thanks, Layla. The Obama administration announced that the review of the controversial Keystone XL oil pipeline has been extended indefinitely, pending the result of a legal change to the Nebraska siting law that could change the route. The concern is that the pipeline spill would pollute air and critical water supplies and harm migratory birds and other wildlife. Save the birds, APGov.
Back to you, Leslie.
Look what I found.
Damn it, Brick!
Now about national security. A bill is currently going to the Senate about the NSA's phone snooping reforms. This reform will help lessen the NSA's involvement with the people. But Senator Rand Paul seems to say that that's not enough and the government should not be involved with the people at all. The Obama administration insists that the NSA's phone snooping reforms help protect against terrorists in America. Only time will tell if this bill will ever get passed.
Breaking news! This just in! An insider has just told us that President Barack Obama may be switching his party halfway through his second term. Obama? A Republican?
Thanks for that news, Brick. Well, here's on to more exciting news with Ingrid Fantana.
Thanks, Layla. The 2014 midterms saw legalization of marijuana sweep over more areas of the country, including Oregon, Alaska, and Washington, D.C. For now, it looks as if the West Coast is the epicenter of the movement, but that may change in 2016. Many states are following Washington and Colorado's path, getting closer and closer to legalization every election cycle. So far, legalization advocates have had to rely on voter-backed initiatives to get legislation passed, as the federal government seems as though it still won't budge on reclassifying cannabis out of its current schedule. Local governments across the country have taken baby steps toward ending prohibition, with many cities passing ordinances that either have decriminalized small amounts of marijuana or mark them as the lowest priority for law enforcement officials.
Well, I know where I'm moving to. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Anyway, resurgent Republicans captured control of the Senate and tightened their grip on the House Tuesday night in elections, starting to complicate President Barack Obama's final 2 years in office. They had picked up seats in Iowa, West Virginia, South Dakota, and Montana, all states where Democrats retired. They had needed a net gain of 6 seats to end a Democratic majority in place since 2006. In the House, with dozens of races uncalled, Republicans had picked up 11 seats that had been in Democratic hands and given up only 1. Well, thanks for joining us tonight on the Channel 4 News. And don't forget, stay classy, AP Gov. Bye.
Shake, 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 shake it off, shake it off.